Cornell should be co-coaches of the year nationally.
And Richmond has a darn good face-off man in Jared Chinoy, the senior from Fort Lauderdale. North Carolina may have a Paul 13, Picard 11, and Gavin Creo in invert option number 10. Here's Picard, his shot stopped. Gianfrancaro defense. Prohashka, Ashheim, and Salucci never started a game before this year, but it's been one of the top units. Good look here. Littlejohn saved for its first shot. Here comes Matten toward the crease, and the Tar Heels, I believe, are on the board. They are. The goal counts. Matten stayed out of the crease, and it's 1-0 UNC.
Goalie Michael Gianfrancaro, 2 saves, and that triggers the fast break. Joe.
Here comes the freshman, Caden Harshbarger. Ty English, spinning, cycloning, dumps it toward the crease. Duffy will try to track. The team feeds off of it. O'Neal now defended by Ashheim. Over to the wing, shot by Olsen. Was a midfielder on that Cornell team that finished runner-up in 2022. Now Duffy turns. Minutes into this opening quarter, only 1 goal. Both teams have been a little sloppy. Duffy feed in front. Matten bounce shot missed. Wilson feeding in front, perfectly executed, and it's Ryan Levy beating his good buddy Zach Vigue.
Carolina goes to the invert set off the stoppage. Brevin Wilson, you look at his jitterbug quickness, right to left, right to left. Levy mirrors him. So as Wilson comes towards the camera here, Levy cuts away.
I'm heading home, but maybe for you. Petramala off the feed from Duffy. 8-7-7. Cash now.
Featured this combo in the open, and anytime 77 can set his feet without defensive interference and let it go, you might as well just turn and rake. That's goal number 46.
Skips it. Now Wilson. Over to Petramala, left hand, save, Vigue, rebound loose. Petramala again. Levy's got one of the 3 Carolina goals. Working on Pilling. Sends it up top from the wing, shot by Wilson. Duffy maneuvering. His pass knocked down. Petramala puts one on Cage, and that got Smith on the... Richmond has had trouble just getting into its offense. A lot of turnovers. Wambach.
Digit shots in a game.
Big shot advantage for UNC. Matten over to English. Step down.
Zone defense now for Richmond.
Petramala from long range. Vigue the save. Shot clock down to 10. Still no shot. Creo. Missed the cage. Too high. No.
No separation by the Spider Dodgers. Look at this defense. Just glued to their hips.
Picard. Bounce shot. Off. Duffy has the short stick. Gets top side. Go in.
They're saying yes.
It did. A 3-point first half for Owen Duffy, who entered the game in a 1-for-23 shooting slump.
You make the call at home. This ball's going to hit off the crossbar and then bounce into the net and kick out with backspin.
That's a goal.
That's a goal. It's a great call. Look at the official on the right side. He was in perfect position to make this call. Right there, you see him. We're going to make some serious money.
I think I saw standing room only tickets go. Now Macaluso. Macaluso shooting low. Big
defense. They should.
Shot clock at 8. Olsen gets free. The 6-on-6. Barton all over Merklinger. Creo, his shot. Gianfrancaro on the invert. Spun back to his right, loses the angle. Skip pass to the crease of beauty, and Littlejohn gets Richmond on the board.
Spiders finally break the ice. A long extended possession, a wing dodge by Merklinger. Watch a double team, goes right there, and go on the road. So things are stacked. The cards are stacked against these AQs.
Gianfrancaro with a big save. Littlejohn had another good look. Mala has the short stick. Looking to get to that left hand. He does. Thompson got a piece of it. Led 4-1 at the break, and then the Irish scored 11 goals in the seconds. Wertheim. Duffy. Loaded high. 4 points in the opening half for Owen Duffy, who's starting to look like the Owen Duffy we know.
Maybe his dodging will be a little compromised today with that bad knee, but his shooting certainly isn't. Wertheim puts this right on the spot. And what makes this shot so tough, it's in the stick. Who helps him out. They're looking for answers.
Creo got free and scores. He had a pair of 2-goal games in the A-10 tournament. He's now scored in 7 straight, and it's 5-2.
It's the first time Richmond's really been able to beat him off the dodge. Watch why is the double team slow? Richmond out of a 1-4-1 set, they've got 2 crease guys, and you know they're going to be slow to leave time.
Flips it upfield, right back to Vigu. And that's how the first half ends. Carolina's defense
kind of bouncing gingerly on that right knee.
Jared Chinook coming over to help. Olsen with 15, fires and scores. The Calgary, Alberta native pulls Richmond to within 2.
Spider fans erupt. Obvious adjustments, wider spreads. And what does that mean? Well, when Carolina doubles on the far wing, it's a long way to recover to the near.
As he did, Richmond ball. They got a chance here. Here's Stull to Little John, doorstep dunk. Along come the Spiders. It's a 1-goal game.
Two things stand out here. Hustle right here, they get the turnover, and then restart ready. Stull stays on the field. He's one of Tommy Stull, 40 in red. The captain is
no flag. Now somebody lost a glove. Feed inside, Little John. A hat trick for Lucas Littlejohn, and a brand new ball game. Richmond, a 3-0 spurt to open the second half.
We're gonna have to see this again. 88 for Carolina. Chase Salucci loses his glove on the ground ball. Makes a diving play. His glove comes off and squirts up top. Look at the Carolina defense. They're distracted. Tied to this game. They want to be the group that wins that first playoff game.
Sheridan, kick save, Gianfrancaro. Petramala loses Pilling. Gets to his left hand. Vigu, nice. The save. And Stull had the refreshment. Duffy to Reedy. Petramala drops it in off the beautiful touch pass.
Insane execution. They're working the right-handed side. Skip, double skip. It's like impossible to run fast.
Duffy, Levy fires offline.
Draw 2. Kick it, then kick the ball to the adjacent.
Duffy gets through the middle and scores. A hat trick for Owen Duffy.
Feels like the tempo of this game is picked up. Here's Gio running down the middle of the field. Look at his speed, two-handed cradle, parting of.
There is Joe Sheridan. He's their top dodger. Fires on the run. Klinger defended by Hagerup. A quiet game for him until now.
He is the energy guy, and his bread and butter is the rollback. He can play attack, he can play midfield, and being two-handed, ambidextrous, gives him the ability.
We go as he goes. Hoffman, lightning quick. All the way, fires and scores. Parker Hoffman, goal number 6 on the season, and the answer comes in an eye blink.
former Fogo in high school, but because of his speed and his ability on ground balls, Joe Bresci has utilized him from the wings. And look at the burst. I mean, he is super fast, and he has had an impact.
Now Petramala, 2 goals today, feeding inside. Reedy snuffed out by Vigu. 9 saves for Zach Vigu. Packard hits the turbo, fires on the run. 1 goal game in Chapel Hill.
Little Guns N' Roses patience by the goaltender. Watch how he waits this out.
UNC had won 6 of the previous 7 faceoffs. Packard stings the top shelf. We're tied at 8. Charlie Packard, 1 goal all season, 2 in the last, 30 seconds?
Sophomore from Hingham, Mass. has the Spider fans on their feet. A split right to left. Whoop. Strong plant foot, little hesitation move, does it again.
The slide back to English. Harshberger gets inside, shoots low. Vigu turns it away. Rebound, Suchek, fresh. Duffy feeding inside. 1 more to Reedy. 9-8, UNC coming up with an answer every time Richmond starts to make a run.
Reedy from English, from Duffy. Owen Duffy's ability to attack the defense at all different spots, whether it's behind the net, from the wing, or up top. And he draws the double team, they kick it.
And this group under Dave Petramala's tutelage has been a strong unit. That shot low. Merklinger puts one on cage. Wow. Scores! Merklinger gives the crowd a little something to get excited for, the Richmond contingent. And we're tied at 9 with 2.6.
This is a disaster if you're Michael Gianfrancaro in the goal. You let this ball play you, and you step laterally, not at the ball. You've got to go attack this ball.
Tommy Stoll taking this face off, the long pole, and his job was to tie up Wam.
In fact, Joe Bresci, Carolina coach, using that as motivation all week.
Yeah, Richmond had a legit feed inside. Creo bounce shot, a lid come. There's the help from Dunham. Suchek, the freshman, missed the cage. Harshberger drawing attention. Petramala fires and scores. Carolina retakes the lead. A hat trick for Dom Petramala.
Operating on the opposite wing, what makes this goal so difficult for goalie Zach Vigu is there's a little hesitation. Watch the head of the shooter, and the body language says he's going to take that left-handed overhand and jam it down low.
Spiders hunting their first NCAA tournament win in program history. Lucas Littlejohn, goal number 4, and we are tied for the 4th time today.
This is a little set piece that Richmond likes to run. Carry across underneath. You see Littlejohn vacates from the crease out to the wing. His man.
Quick restart. A chance for Richmond to take the lead. Merklinger. 1 more. O'Neal.
White 88. 30. Push.
It's on Salucci. A push with possession.
Here comes Richmond on the rotate here.
Merklinger fakes the pass. That one here. Sheridan's got a shorty. Draws the slide. Creo. 1 more. Olsen. Step down! And the Spiders take their first lead.
Patience, poise, and precision on offense. A wing dodge draws the double.
Creo, hard shot. Shot clock at 2, but Carroll, in a game against Georgetown this year, had 5 caused turnovers, 6 ground balls, inside roll, shot, score! The freshman Daniel Picard 2-goal lead for Richmond, and that feels massive right now.
All day long, I thought, when is Richmond going to go to their invert?
English, a skip pass to Harshbarger. Gets inside, shot, save, thank you. Co-defensive player in the A10. Now back to Levy. Gets underneath, shoveled, Reese. 1:45 to go. Creo will take the dunk. A 3-goal lead for Richmond. It's 13-10. And now for Carolina to have a chance, Brady Wambach has to be Hercules. Wow, less than a minute to go, using the pick from English. English fires high. Duffy again. Trying to get top side, he's hit. The Spiders come to Chapel Hill, knock off North Carolina, and Richmond scores its first NCAA tournament win in program history, and they mobbed their goalie, a native of Apex, North Carolina. Biggest win in program history for the Spiders. A team that spent a bulk of the season, Quint, in the top 10.